Yay.
Through the eyes of children, it has been a way to express themselves and a sense of belonging. Through the eyes of school board administrators, it is something that has always been on the chopping block. No, I'm not talking about recess or even about a math class. I'm talking about music programs in schools. For the last several years, students and teachers alike have been fighting for the right to be able to keep these programs. However, many administrators are taking out their scissors and cutting around the edge of all that is thought to be important to the academic world. Somewhere in many of today's schools, music has become the edging that gets tossed in the trash. The question, how much is this trimming hurting the academics that administrators are trying to protect? Today, we are going to examine how the role of music in education goes far further beyond sheet music. Today, we are also going to look at how it can also help many other aspects of the classroom, with the exception of many other things that like mathematics and things like that. It can also help with reading and language skills alike. And the question still remains, will school systems knowingly cut a program that can function as a framework for the core learning habits? So let's delve right into the core discussion. Although music education's sole purpose is to educate students about music, there are other advantages to the learning process. One of these school programs it used, for example, is the program called Keeping Score. The program is designed to teach teachers the importance of integrating music and arts into classrooms. The program partners with symphonies such as the Flagstaff Symphony and San Francisco Symphony, for example, by allowing the symphony members to visit students in the classroom. According to a teacher in this program, the program allows teachers to step outside of the normal curriculum. In many cases, the integration of music into curriculum has been proven to help in the areas of math and science. According to the National Association of Music Education, the MENC, the integration of math and music could be a very great way to enrich learning overall. Another very important integration of music education is in its ability to teach or improve on students' language skills. And according to the winter 2008 edition of the journal Music Today Journal, researchers and practitioners alike recognize that musical activities such as chanting, singing, and rhythmic speaking have been proven to assist in the development of language skills. Chanting and rhythmic speaking can also help students with their ability to read orally, such as what I'm doing now to you. They're reading orally and also talking to you about the different ways that this is actually happening. In addition, music listening can also help develop modalities of communication, which include receiving and transmitting messages both orally and visually. According to another article in the winter 2008 General Music Today, music is also assisting students in the area of literacy. The magic of music, according to the author, can entice the student to practice certain language skills without even making them realize it. And since No Child Left Behind was implemented in 2001, schools are becoming very well aware of literacy in their school systems because they're having to test in order to be able to improve them. A recent study shows that an astounding 30% of students have difficulty reading, with no one method seeming to be effective. However, many educators of the same study believe that reading and learning of music as well as music participation enhances academic achievement, especially in reading and math. And as these concepts enter into the core of our minds, we can also use them to define music as a place of self-expression. According to a study done by Johns Hopkins University, there is a significant link between music and self-expression. The study actually scanned people's brains and actually looked to see where their brains were firing whenever it came to improvising with music. And they found that the same firing that happened in playing with music is the same fire that happens whenever you're talking about yourself. So in actuality, music is a way of expressing yourself without even really saying anything. And as we all know, as one develops self-expression and finding that self is one, and if not the most important aspect taken away from education. However, this is where we encounter the villain of the whole story. As time has gone on, many school systems have decided that the arts programs are the fat that need to be trimmed off of the budget. According to a August 2005 article in the American Music Teacher, a study shows that student participation in music has dropped 46.5% between the years of 1999 and 2004 due to the lack of funding. A recent study in Texas has also shown the same results. In 2005, the MENC had led a roadshow across the nation to spread the importance of music education versus budget cuts. The whole idea was to make society aware that budget cuts are both affecting our music and also affecting the education that surrounds it. And here are some kind of very startling statistics. In 2004, California State Arts Council budget was cut from $17.5 million to $1 million, according to the Teaching Artist Journal. And in that same year, New York City junior high schools cut their programs altogether so they could spend more time on math and reading, which seems a little bit contradictory considering the fact that music can actually enhance those things. According to Ned Noddings, a child education professor at Stanford, the deprivation of these programs could threaten the student's ability to get a well-rounded education and also prevents the country from getting a cultural education and can affect the cultural health of the nation. In recent news, due to the state of the economy, many schools are cutting even more funding from music and even also cutting it completely. According to an April 2008 article in the Clay Sun, a forum for the city of Jacksonville, Florida, schools are downsizing even their teachers to make room for those budget cuts. And according to Dr. John Benham, a researcher who conducted a case study on school music programs, the cutting of music programs is detrimental to the budget in the long run. Because in all actuality, the students that are participating in those things are going to have to find something else to be involved in. And so therefore, they're going to be spending the same exact amount of money. Anyway, this concept is called reverse economics. It's a counterproductive process that actually seems to be like it's doing something, but in all actuality, it's really not doing anything at all. In conclusion, I get asked the question, will school officials continue to cut programs that enhance learning in other subjects? Hopefully the truth which speaks through music will resonate somewhere in the rafters of the boardroom. Music has no limit in the number of ways that it can provide students with a meaning of self-expression. But the question remains, how long will it have this opportunity? If this cutting continues, it would lead to negative effects in many other aspects of the schoolroom. As a culture, we have always been taught that we should fight for what we believe in. Let us resonate a spirit of pride in music so that it will forever be woven into the core of our schools. Yay!